Teachable Tribe, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you haven't been following along, my name's Morgan Tim and I work on content here at Teachable, and I've been walking you guys through my online course creation process for the past few weeks. So this is week 4 and we're going to talk about pricing our course, and if you missed the past few videos, during week 1 we came up with a profitable course idea, during week 2 we set our income goals, and during week 3 we grew our online audiences. So now it's time to set a price so we can sell to the audience we grew last week. If you've ever been on the blog or on a webinar, you've seen anything from Teachable, you probably know that we highly encourage you to charge at least $100 for your online course, if not a lot more. In itself, your online course is very valuable because you're providing a transformation for your students, so it's worth at least $100. But if you tag on any bonuses, any freebies, any downloads, you can ramp its value up so much. We see a lot of people selling their online courses for way too little. You know, people selling courses for $25 or $50 when they could easily be selling them for like 10 times that. And you might be thinking like $100, that's kind of a lot of money. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to do that. I don't think I'd be very successful doing that. Well, I'm here to tell you, we looked at our top 10 online course creators, the most successful course creators we have, and on average they're selling their courses for $272. And that, my friends, is why they're so successful. They're seeing the value of themselves and of their online course and pricing accordingly. Premium pricing does a few different things for your course. First of all, it's going to make it easier to hit your income goal. Because if you think about it, let's say you want to make $1,000. Is it going to be easier to get, 4 people to buy a $250 course or 20 people to buy a $50 course? I think it's a lot easier to convince 4 people to do something than finding 20 people to do something. And secondly, if they're spending more on your online course, they're going to be more fun to work with. If somebody's spending, $50 on a course, yeah, that's like a decent chunk of change, but it's still a small enough number that they might push it off for a few weeks. They'll buy your course and they'll be like, okay, I'm really busy, I'm going to tackle this next Friday. Next Friday comes around and they, made plans with friends, they're not tackling it anymore, they'll get to it later, and eventually they forget. You don't want that, because you want your students to take your course and benefit from it. So when they're spending $200 on your course, that's a lot of money, and they are going to make sure that they get every ounce of value from your online course because they invested in it. And because they invested money in it, now they're going to want to invest time so they can get to that transformation. And they're going to be more engaged. They're going to be more engaged with you, with the course, with other students if you have a community. And that's a lot of fun, engaging with your students and being able to see what an awesome transformation you are providing for them and getting their feedback. And furthermore, once you create that transformation for them, they might recommend you to their friends. So that's like free word of mouth advertising. You might get new students from that. And at the very least, you're going to get, that word of mouth out, and people are going to be more inclined to come check you out, see what you're doing, and just get into your sales funnel, even if they don't buy right away. Now, you might be worried and like, okay, yeah, I believe you that some people, should sell their online course for more than $100, but not me. I'm going to sell my course for $50. And maybe that's because you're not seeing the value in your course, or because you haven't put enough value into your course yet. Personally, I believe the transformation you're providing, no matter what it is at least worth that $100. Or, $97 if you like the fancy pricing like I do. But you can add more. You can add, a free workbook that your students can download and fill in. You can create a Facebook or Slack community. You can do, live Q&A calls or one-on-one Skype coaching. All of those things, if you include them in your course, you can sell your online course for more money. And we all want to sell our course for more money because then you make more money. So to kind of decide what type of freebies you want to add on to your online course, you don't have to do a lot. I'm not doing a lot. But you might want to add 1 or 2 things to, first of all, make your offer more enticing, and second of all, so you can charge more for your course. Personally, I am doing a Facebook community, a workbook download, and a miniature ebook. I guess it'd be like an e-guide because it is not a book. It's way too short to be a book. But those are just 3 little things, all pretty passive on my part. I'm going to make them once and not really have to deal with them again, except for the Facebook group. But I hope that's not going to be too time consuming, maybe 25 minutes a day. which I can totally handle. So yeah. Don't feel pressured to do crazy amounts of, video calls and one-on-one consulting and all of that. You don't have to. I'm not doing it. Although you can charge more if you do decide to do those, but just make sure you don't bite off more than you can chew. Originally, I was going to tack on consulting to mine, but this fall has proven to be a lot busier than I thought it was going to be, and I don't want to overcommit. So, not doing that, and I don't feel bad about it, so you shouldn't feel bad about it either. Just add on any bonuses that you feel comfortable with, that you're happy to create and you think are going to be valuable for your students. And if you're curious, I'm selling my online course for $147 at its pre-sale price. After that, it's going to be $197. So I'm still in the pretty cheap zone for online courses, but mine is not going to be nearly as elaborate as I'm sure some of your guys' are going to be. So keep that in mind too, the link of your course. Yeah, I'm pre-selling to my email list, and I will talk all about pre-selling later on in future videos, but for now just know that I am selling it for a cheaper price the first time around so I can get my audience's feedback and make any changes before I bump the price up. And I say it's going to be $197, I might go up to $250 depending on what bonuses I add. We will see what the winter holds for me, and I'll decide then. But, I'm going more into depth about different bonuses in the blog post and how much you can charge for them, so do make sure to check that out in the link below the video. Just, click that. But that's about all I have for y'all right now for this video, so again, thank you for following along. It's been so much fun making these videos and sharing this process with you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., feel free to tweet me, at HelloMorganTim or at Teachable. I will be monitoring both. And yeah, I will see you guys next week when we are going to create our sales page. Bye guys!